After we have created our style guide for our website, now it's time to put all this knowledge about the dashboard and Wix Studio settings into practice and create our first hero section. This section right here will be the one that we will be recreating from scratch. In order to add sections to your website, you can hover on the top of the current section or the bottom and choose where you would like to position the next one. I'll choose the bottom. And then instead of choosing design section or grid layout, I would choose add an element. Since here we don't need grid at the moment because we have one main image and only one or a couple of elements on the left side. From add elements, I will choose image, and before I stretch it completely, I will access this menu here on the top and click change image. We will search for skincare and we will find our model here. And we're gonna update, and now we will choose this set as background icon, which will stretch the whole image across the section, and now we will have absolutely the same image. As you can see, this section here seems a little bit bigger than this one and the model as well, so we're gonna check how big is the height of this one, and it says it's 600 pixel, scale proportionally. Okay, let's see, we're gonna increase it to 600 and scale proportionally. We're gonna leave it scale proportionally so it can change responsively when we're changing screens from desktop to tablet to mobile. Fit to screen will take the whole viewport of the screen. If you want that, you can do it from right here, but we're gonna go back to scale proportionally by going back a couple of steps. So to complete the section, we can add every element separately and then put them into a stack, or first add the stack and then add the elements. For this time, we're gonna choose the option stack, and we're gonna choose the provided already elements from Wix Studio. We're gonna also expand them a little bit, and we are going to copy the text we had here, which is show your true self. We're gonna check which heading that is and what kind of font and how big it is. It seems like it's the same font, it's just a different color. We're gonna pick a different color, which is in this case white, but we need to also select the whole text in order to change it. Okay, we want to also expand a little bit, and as you can see, every time we move the stack, it fits the content in the stack naturally. We also want to copy this text here for the subheading, and we're going to add it under here. And as you can see, it also copies the style of the text that it had, because I immediately copied it with Control or Command V, and if I did paste match with style, probably it will take the style of the paragraph. See? So there are two types of pasting that you can do, and you can pick the one that suits you best. I'm going to copy and paste it as it was. Let me copy it once again. Now that we have it, we can also expand it a little bit, but as you can see here, it's a little bit more far away, so we need to align it with the other one. Once we move this stack, you see these dots with the points on each side. Those are the dockings that you can see in the position tab. Each docking point provides you with enough space from the edges that you can tweak by changing the margin and adjusting the settings from top, bottom, left and right. Now that we have kept the styling from the upper section, which is basically heading 2, Wix made for display bold font with 42 pixels and spacing 1.3, and the other one is paragraph 2, 32 pixels, Adobe Caslon, and 1.6 spacing with the same alignment, both of them with white color. Now we need to also design our button. We're gonna check this one, and we're gonna see that this one has the width of 142 pixels and the height of 42 pixels. 142 and 42. This is our button. We also don't want the color to be inside, but we do want the border to be white. And also we need to check how much is the corner radius of the button. It's 8 pixels on each side. And the border also has a pixel of width or thickness. 2 pixels. Okay, we're gonna make it 2 pixels. And now we have identical sections, like the one we wanted to create and the one that we created. Our new section doesn't have animations yet, but we can easily add them. And if you notice here also, the focal point is a little bit different, but we can change that very easily from here. We're gonna change the focal point from here by focusing on the face. And as you can see, immediately the model moved a little bit closer. And now to complete the section, we need to add a little bit of animation. And let's check each element, what kind of animation does it have from the animations tab. Here we have an entrance to be reveal, and this one is also reveal. I assume also there is also a slight delay of 0.5, yes, so each animation has its own time. Let's add this reveal on each element. This one reveals from bottom to the top, but we want it from left, right? Yes, let's see the other one as well. We're gonna add the delay on this animation from here, and let's check the button, what kind of animation it has. Expand on entrance, expand. Let's just check the settings, add 1 second, so it sequentially shows up after the headings. And now both of the sections have similar animations and appearance. And that's how you create your first hero section in Wix Studio from scratch. But if you want to really make it from scratch, you can start by adding each element individually by adding a title, then paragraph, then button. And once you have these 3 together, you can align them in your desired formation. Press Shift and select all 3 elements on Mac, and then choose the option to stack them so they can behave responsively together once all the settings are applied. And of course, resize, change and redesign each element to your liking. The advantages of having a stack are that usually the elements behave much better when they're organized in a group, and once you want to adjust, let's say, the spacing between the elements, it's much more precise to do it with the stack rather than moving each element individually, and that can save you a lot of time. And also you can choose the type of stacking you want. Do you want it to be vertical or horizontal? Do you want to have like specific fixed item spacing between the elements? For example, I want between all elements to have 20 pixels, and that will be applied immediately. Also, you can adjust the alignment of the elements, so it all affects the group. Every single action affects the group. You can also globally set to that stack the padding on the left and right and top and bottom, and also play with other settings on here. And that's it. Now let's get to the next lesson.